Hi, thank you for joining me. Today, I will take you through a slow yoga flow with some poses that can help if you're feeling overwhelmed. We'll start off seated, and we'll just begin with some breathing, some pranayama. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable, and just notice your breath flowing in and flowing out through your nose. And on your next inhale, imagine your breath filling up your belly first, and then filling up underneath your ribs, and filling up your chest and your heart. And reversing that on your exhale, allowing the breath to flow out of your heart, then your ribs, then your belly. On your inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your ribs, filling up your heart. Exhaling out of your heart, your ribs, and your belly. And practice a couple more of these breaths, these 3-part pranayama breaths on your own. Last one, inhaling. And gently exhaling. And if your eyes are closed, slowly blinking your eyes open. We'll just take some gentle torso circles here. So just beginning to move your rib cage in a wide circle in one direction over your pelvis. Think of drawing a circle all around your pelvis with your ribs. And breathing gently during this exercise. Reverse your circle in the other direction. And keep letting your breath flow in and out through your nose. Coming back to center, finding your tabletop pose, hands and knees on the ground on your mat. Shoulders should be above your wrists and hips above your knees. We'll take an inhale here, doing a couple of cows and cats, gaze looking up, belly dropping towards the mat. And on your exhale, spine towards the ceiling, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Take a couple more. Back to cow on your inhale. Exhaling into cat. One more time, inhale, cow. coming back to the center. And tuck your toes here, lifting your hips up into downward facing dog. Take your time making your way up to your downward facing dog. And once you arrive, you can walk your dog out, pressing one heel into the mat and then the other, keeping it slow. Keep breathing here. And when you're ready, press both heels down into the mat. Take an inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your knee into your chest and place your right foot in between your hands, dropping your left knee down to the mat. You can take the top of your left foot onto the mat and just taking some breaths here, letting your breath flow in and out through your nose, releasing tension in your hip flexor. And tuck your back toes on your next inhale. Press your hands into the mat and take your right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. You can sway your hips back and forth. You can lift up onto your toes, bend into your knees, see what feels good today. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg up, and bringing your knee into your chest. Step your left foot in between your hands, dropping your back knee down. Top of the foot on the mat. Just breathing into this low lunge. Letting the tension in your right hip flexor melt away, some of your stress. Letting your breath flow. Tucking your back toes again, pressing your hands into the mat. The left foot meets the right, downward facing dog. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands. Taking a nice, easy forward fold. Bending your knees to support your torso. You can clasp your elbows with your hands. Nodding your head yes. Shaking your head no. Slow, soft inhales and exhales through your nose. And slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming up into mountain pose, rolling your shoulders back, shoulder blades gliding down your back. Coming back to our pranayama, 3-part breath. First, just noticing your inhales and your exhales. Slow and steady breath. And on your next inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your ribs, and then filling up into your heart. And on your exhale, letting your breath flow out of your heart, out of your ribs, and out of your belly. Inhaling, filling up your belly, filling up your ribs, filling up your chest and your heart. Exhaling, allowing the breath to flow out of your chest, your heart, your ribs, your belly. And doing a couple more on your own. On your next inhale, raising your arms up towards the ceiling, palms together, gaze up, and bringing your gaze down with your hands towards your heart on your exhale. Stepping your feet wide on your mat. Taking another inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, floating down, all the way down to a wide forward fold. You can take a little sway here back and forth. Rocking can be very soothing if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. You can take little bends in your knees. You can hold your elbows with your hands if you want to dangle and lengthen your entire spine. And then when you're ready, heel toe your feet in a little bit towards more underneath your hips. And whichever distance works for you, coming into a yogi squat. Sitting your spine up long, pressing your elbows into your knees, pressing your palms together, and just breathing here for a moment. If this pose is difficult for you, you can sit on a block or rolled up or folded blankets, pillows, to lift up your pelvis. Just play around with it and see what feels good for you today. And when you're ready, make your way onto your back. Taking your feet straight up towards the ceiling, 4 legs up the wall. Just letting your legs float straight up, shoulder blades underneath your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. And then taking your knees wide down towards your armpits. Feet coming up flat towards the ceiling for a happy baby. You can hold on anywhere on your shins, behind your knees, or if you can reach your feet, or you can take your peace fingers on your big toes. Pressing your back flat on the mat, pressing your sacrum down towards the mat. You can rock back and forth if that feels good. Coming back to center, hugging your knees into your chest, allowing your left leg to fall out straight. We'll take a spinal twist here. Drawing your your right knee over towards the left. Right arm can be straight out to the side. Pressing your right shoulder down so that your chest is facing up towards the ceiling. And breathing into this stretch. Coming back to center, we'll switch sides. If you need to press your feet into the mat to adjust your hips to center them, go ahead and do that now, stretching your right foot out, hugging your left knee in, and drawing your left knee over to the right, left arm out to the side, pressing your right knee towards the ground, and pressing your left shoulder towards the mat. Breathing into your twist. And coming back to center, readjusting your hips again, allowing your feet to extend out, tucking your shoulder blades underneath your back, hands to the sides of your body, palms up, taking a shavasana, noticing again your inhales and your exhales flowing in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, waking up your hands and your feet, little movements. You can circle your ankles and your wrists, rolling over to one side, and making your way back up to seated easy pose, Sukhasana. Hopefully this class has helped reduce any feelings of overwhelm that you have. I really appreciate you practicing with me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so you can follow my videos every week and support free yoga on the internet. And if you've enjoyed this video, like this video, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Thank you so much. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.